What up? It's Jack Preston. I have other names. I have a real name, but the girls on their best behavior call me MC Warm Dry Clothes. Soul, coming to you with another video. This is a continuation of the Japheth Neanderthal slavery video, and this one's about Nimrod. Who was he? What was he like? So you might find it interesting before you read this, or before you go through this video, to read Genesis 5, which is the genealogies, the years and the lives of the men before the flood from Adam to Noah. You can pause it if you like, only you can't read it with the Mozart. And also, if you want to know why the flood was not just a 40-day and 40-night thing of rain, you can read Genesis 7 right here. And you can pause it again, no most. Alright, we'll go to Genesis 10, see who Nimrod was, where he came from, what it was like after the flood. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. We'll stop right here. The sons of Japheth are Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Riphath, and Togarma. The sons of Javan, Elisha, Tarshish, Kittim, Dudanim. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided in their lands, everyone after his tongue, after his families and their nations. The sons of Ham are Cush, Mizraim, Put, Canaan. The sons of Cush are Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, Sabtaka. And the sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be mighty on the earth, and he was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it said, even unto this day, therefore it said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. And he began his kingdom. The beginning of his kingdom was Babel, and Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar. Now, Shinar is the land also known as Mesopotamia. It's a big region of land, and these are 4 cities. And these 4 cities, starting with Babel. Babel is called Babel because of the tower. Erech is called Erech for another name because of what happened to men. And the same with Akkad, and same with Calneh, in those 4 places. In the land of Shinar, which, if you watch my previous video, you understand that I suppose Shinar was built under the slavery of Japheth, who was actually Neanderthal. Or Japheth was Neanderthal before or after the slavery in Shinar. From here, we need to go to Jasher. Let's see. Chapter 8. I'll do just some read-throughs, actually. That's how we're going to go through this video. I'm going to read through some stuff, and I'll show you some other things. Great. So there's a time limit on my video making, so it's going to have to be quick. 15 to 29. This is the kind of man that Nimrod was. And the king said to Terah, I've been told that thy son was born yesterday night born to thee, and after this manner was observed in the heavens at his birth. And now therefore give me the child, that we may slay him before his evil spring up against us, and I will give thee for his value thy house full of silver and gold. And Terah answered the king and said unto him, my lord and king, I have heard thy words, and thy servant shall do all that the king desireth. But my lord and king, I will tell thee what happened to me yesternight, and that I may see what advice the king will give to his servant, that I will answer the king upon what he has just spoken. And the king said, speak. And Terah said to the king, Ayon, son of Mored, came to me yesternight, saying, Give unto me that great and beautiful horse that the king gave thee, and I will give thee silver and gold, straw and provender for its value. And I said to him, Wait till I see the king concerning thy words, and behold, whatever the king saith, that will I do. And now, my lord and king, behold, I have made this thing known unto thee, and the advice which my king will give unto his servant, that will I follow. And the king heard the words of Terah, and his anger was kindled, and he considered him in the light of a fool. And the king answered Terah, and he said to him, Art thou so silly, ignorant, or deficient in understanding to do this thing, to give thy beautiful horse for silver and gold, or even for straw and provender? Art thou so short of silver and gold, that thou shouldest do this thing, because thou canst not obtain straw or provender to feed thy horse? What is silver and gold to thee, or straw and provender, that thou should give away that fine horse which I gave thee? So he holds himself over God for giving Terah a horse, but he wants to take the life of Abraham for silver and gold, like where there is none to be had in the whole earth. And the king left off speaking, and Terah answered the king, saying, Like unto this has the king spoken to his servant. I beseech thee, my lord and king, what is this which thou dost? And thou didst say unto me, saying, Give thy son, that we may slay him, and I will give thee silver and gold for his value. What shall I do with silver and gold after the death of my son? Who shall inherit me? Surely then, at my death, the silver and gold will return to the king who gave it. And when the king heard the words of Terah, a parable which he brought concerning the king, it grieved him greatly, and he was vexed at this thing, and his anger burned within him. And Terah saw that the anger of the king was kindled against him, and answered the king, saying, All that I have is in the king's power. Whatever the king desireth to do to his servants, let him do. Yet even my son, he is in the king's power, without value in exchange. He and his 2 brothers that are older than he. And the king said to Terah, No, but I will purchase the younger son for a price. So Terah asked him for a couple days with the son to make a decision. Maybe I can just pull up Jasher 9 and... Okay. Now this is going to be a long read, kind of. I'll read 20 to the end. And King Nimrod reigned securely, and all the earth was under his control. And all the earth was of one tongue and one word, and words of union. All the princes of Nimrod and his great men took counsel together, Phut, Mitzrayim, Cush, and Canaan, with their families. So the great men of Nimrod were exclusively from the tribe of Ham. And they said to each other, Come, let us build ourselves a city, and in it a strong tower. In its top reaching heaven, we will make ourselves famed, so that we may reign upon the whole earth, in order that the evil of our enemies may cease from us, that we may reign mightily over them, and that we may not be scattered abroad, or scattered over the earth on account of their wars. And they all went before the king, and they told the king these words, and the king agreed with them in this affair. And he said, and he did so. And all the families assembled, consisting of about 600,000 men, and they went to seek extensive piece of ground to build a city and a tower. And they sought the whole earth, and they found none like the valley of the east of the land of Shinar. About 2 days' walk, and they journeyed there, and they dwelt there. And they began to make bricks and burn fires and burn the city, and to build the city and the tower that they had imagined to complete. And the building of the towers was unto them a transgression and sin, and they began to rebuild it. And whilst they were building against the Lord of heaven, and imagined their hearts to war against him and to ascend into heaven. And where'd it go? And when they were building, more brick builders. When they were building, they built themselves a great city and a very high and strong tower, and on account of its height and mortar and bricks, they did not reach the builders in their ascent to it, until those who went up had completed a full year. After that, it reached to the builders and gave them the mortar and the bricks. Thus it was done daily. And behold, these ascended, and others descended the whole day. So it took about a day to get up to the top and a day to get down. So 1 load was your work for the day. And if a brick should fall from their hands and get broken, they would all weep over it. And if a man fell and died, none of them would look at him. And the Lord knew their thoughts, and it came to pass, when they were building, they cast the arrows towards heaven, and all the arrows fell upon them with blood. And when they saw them, they said to each other, Surely we have slain all those that are in heaven.